Have you ever dreamed of moving to the USA from Pakistan? It's a dream shared by many around the globe, captivated by the allure of American life. From the unstoppable hustle of its cities to the serene beauty of its countrysides, the USA presents an enticing array of opportunities. Its vibrant lifestyle, rich cultural diversity, and the promise of a brighter future make it an attractive destination. So, how can you turn this dream into reality? Let's dive into the immigration process. The first step is understanding the U.S. immigration system. The United States offers a myriad of opportunities, whether you're looking for personal growth, career advancement, or a fresh start. But before you can start your journey, it's crucial to understand how the U.S. immigration system works. It's a complex structure with several categories, each with its own process and requirements. First off, we have the family-sponsored category. This is for individuals who have close relatives residing in the United States. It's not just about having a family member there, though. Your relative must be either a U.S. citizen or a lawful permanent resident, and they must be willing and able to sponsor your immigration process. Next up, we have the employment-based category. This is for individuals who have a job offer from a U.S. employer. The employer must demonstrate that they need to hire a foreign worker, because they couldn't find a U.S. worker who is able, willing, qualified, and available to do the job. The third category is the diversity lottery. This is a program that the United States runs every year, offering up to 50,000 immigrant visas to individuals from countries with low rates of immigration to the U.S. It's a bit of a wild card, but it's a legitimate pathway to U.S. immigration. Finally, we have refugees and asylees. This category is for individuals who are unable or unwilling to return to their country because of persecution, or a well-founded fear of persecution. The persecution must be due to race, religion, nationality, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion. Each of these categories has a different set of requirements and processes, so it's important to know which one fits your situation best. It's not a one-size-fits-all system. It's designed to accommodate the diverse needs and circumstances of those seeking to immigrate to the United States. Now that we have a basic understanding of the U.S. immigration system, we can move on to the steps of the immigration process. The first step in the immigration process is determining your eligibility. Now, this is not a one-size-fits-all situation. The United States immigration system categorizes eligibility into several distinct pathways, each with its own set of criteria. For instance, if you're a close relative of a U.S. citizen or permanent resident, the family-based immigration pathway might be your ticket to the American dream. This category is often favored by parents, spouses, and children of those already living in the U.S. On the other hand, if you're a skilled worker, the employment-based immigration pathway may be more suitable. This category caters to professionals, scholars, and artists who possess extraordinary abilities in their field. Then there's the diversity visa program, often referred to as the green card lottery. This pathway is for individuals from countries with low rates of immigration to the U.S., and let's not forget about refugee and asylee status. These are for individuals who are unable or unwilling to return to their home country due to persecution or a well-founded fear of persecution. These are just a few examples, and there are more. To determine which category you fall under, you can check your eligibility through the official U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services website. It's a comprehensive resource that provides detailed information about each immigration category. Once you determine your eligibility, you can move on to the next step, applying for an immigrant visa. The next step is applying for an immigrant visa. This is a crucial stage in your journey towards realizing the American dream, and it involves a detailed process that requires your utmost accuracy and attention. The application process begins with filling out the appropriate forms, including the DS-260, an online immigrant visa and alien registration application form. This form needs to be filled out accurately and in detail, as it forms the basis of your visa application. Filling out forms might seem like a tedious task, but it's a necessary one. It's the first step in establishing your identity, your intentions, and your eligibility for immigration. Each form comes with specific instructions, so make sure you follow them to the letter. An incorrectly filled form might result in delays or even a rejection of your application. In addition to the forms, there are fees associated with the application process. These include visa fees and the affidavit of support fee. It's important to check the current fees on the U.S. Department of State's website as they can change. Keep in mind that these fees are non-refundable, even if your application is not approved. Then, there's the matter of documents. You'll need to submit a range of documents including your passport, birth certificate, medical examination forms, and police certificates. If you're married, you'll need to include your marriage certificate. And if you've ever been convicted of a crime, you'll need to include your court and prison records. These documents help the U.S. government understand who you are and whether you're eligible to immigrate. Remember, the U.S. government takes immigration very seriously. Any discrepancies in your application, from the forms to the fees to the documents, can lead to delays or rejections. So, take your time, be thorough, and make sure everything is accurate. Once you've filled out the forms, paid the fees, and submitted all the necessary documents, your application is complete. Now comes the hard part: waiting. After submitting your application, you'll need to wait for a response from the U.S. government. But remember, patience is a virtue, and good things come to those who wait. The waiting period can be a test of patience, but it's an important part of the process. It's the time when your application is in the hands of the U.S. immigration officials, being thoroughly reviewed and considered. This period exists to ensure that every application is given the careful attention it deserves, and that the immigration system remains fair and equitable for everyone. Now, you might be wondering exactly how long this waiting period typically lasts. It can vary greatly depending on the type of immigration visa you've applied for and the current workload of the U.S. immigration offices. In general, though, you can expect a time frame anywhere from a few months to a couple of years. Yes, it can feel like a lifetime, especially when you're eager to start your new life in the U.S., but remember, patience is key. While waiting, you might experience a whirlwind of emotions. Hope, apprehension, excitement, and even a bit of anxiety are all part and parcel of this journey. But don't lose heart. Stay positive and keep your dreams alive. At the end of the waiting period, there are two potential outcomes of the application review. Your application could be approved, or it could be denied. If it's denied, don't lose hope. There are often ways to appeal or reapply. If your application is approved, you'll move on to the final steps before you can move to the USA. Once your application is approved, it's time to prepare for your new life in the USA. You're almost there, but there are a few final steps to take care of. First up is the interview. This is your opportunity to demonstrate your genuine intention to immigrate and establish a life in the USA. Be honest, be confident, and remember to bring all the required documents. Next, you'll need to undergo a medical examination. This is a standard procedure to ensure you're in good health before you travel. It's a simple process, but it's crucial to complete it correctly. Now let's talk relocation. The United States is a vast country with diverse housing options. Research is key. Look into the cost of living, the climate, the job market, and the community vibe in different states and cities. Find a place that feels like home to you. And of course, there's the cultural aspect. The American culture is a beautiful mix of traditions from around the world. There's a lot to learn, from social norms to local cuisines. Start familiarizing yourself with American customs and etiquette. It might feel overwhelming at first, but remember, it's also an exciting part of the journey. Finally, you'll receive your visa. This small document is your key to a new beginning. It's the culmination of your hard work, patience, and dreams. And with that, you're ready to embark on your American adventure. Making the move from Pakistan to the USA is a significant step, but it's one that countless people have successfully taken. It's a journey that begins with a dream, a vision of what life can be in the land of opportunities. We've walked you through the complexities of the U.S. immigration system, helping you to understand your eligibility, the process of applying for an immigrant visa, and the patience required during the waiting period. We've also touched on how crucial it is to prepare for your new life, culturally, emotionally, and financially. However, this is just the tip of the iceberg. If you're serious about making this monumental move, we encourage you to dive deeper, do more research, consult with professionals in the field, and seek advice from those who have already walked this path. Remember, the American dream is achievable. It just requires patience, dedication, and a little bit of paperwork.
Subscribe us.